So if Jesse can hit this with room to spare, he's probably locked down the title. And we know he's pulled over 800, so I think this should be easy. Yeah, Jennifer said, there we go. But that was 727.
So deadlifts, let's talk about deadlifts. I'm going to go through the step-by-step kind of how I get set up and proceed with the lift, and I hope you find it useful. Step 1, approach the bar. Square up with the bar. When you're approaching it, you're going to plant your heels or plant your feet about shoulder width apart. When you plant your feet, you also want to be close to the bar. You want the bar to be touching your shins. You don't want the bar too far away from you. That's just going to throw you off as far as your leverage, and it's going to make the lift more difficult. So you want the bar to be touching your shins. So once you have your feet set about shoulder width apart, you might point your toes out slightly. You want your knees, hips, and ankles aligned. Next step is you're going to go ahead and take your grip. Alternating grip, under, over, which is what I use and would recommend to everyone. So once you have your grip placed, the bar is in your hands. Next step is you're going to take a deep breath. Inhale, you want a big chest. Once you breathe in, you want to go ahead and sit back. You want to get your hips back. Your knees and shins should almost be perpendicular to the floor, so that bar, so they're not getting in the way of your bar path, because you want that bar path to be pretty straight up and down. So you want your hips to be back and not so much your knees going forward. So hips back like you're sitting in a chair or you're squatting. Once your hips are back, you're really going to engage through the hamstring and the glute. This is going to be your main focus. I mean, you're obviously going to be working your quads as well, but you're really going to engage through your hamstring and glute, and you're going to press and push through your heels. So you're driving through your legs much more than you'd think. Many people think of a deadlift as a pull and they're using their back. This is not the case. You want your chest to be big, you want your hips down, so your back should be about 45. Big chest, and drive through the hips, glutes, and hammies. Now while you're driving, you want to be explosive, but you also want to be controlled. You don't want to be so explosive and fast that you lose it at the top and you fall backwards, but you do want to be quick off the floor. You're going to drive all the way through the top. You're going to lock your shoulders back, really tighten and pack your lats. That's 1 rep. Now you're going to go back down. On your way back down though, you want to be controlled. You want to be controlled through the eccentric and concentric motion of the lift. This is going to bring much more time under tension. It's going to benefit you, and it's going to help you to create more stabilization and much more control when you get to heavier weights. This doesn't mean you loosen up or you lose your form or anything like that. You should be in the exact same position as you were as when you started. In this bottom position, you're going to then again take a big breath and press back through. And you're going to do that every rep. Now you can breathe out on your way to the top. Many people do. And when you're at the top, of course when you're doing reps, this is when you can also inhale. This is what I do. I inhale at the top, brace and hold on my way back down when I'm doing reps. So reps, but your main focus on that very first initial rep is get that big chest. And of course you can breathe out on your way up and then breathe in at the top, brace, go back down, controlled, touch, back up. And every rep is going to be like that. Now why is the deadlift important? Well, the deadlift's going to be a great lift. It's going to be it's a full body workout is ultimately what a deadlift is. You're working your legs, you're working your back, you're working your delts, and even you get some growth in your chest, because that is kind of a secondary muscle, I would say, or a stabilizer. So it's a full body workout. It's great for building thickness or power or strength. If you're looking to put on weight, it's a great lift to do it. So are squats. But again, the deadlift is a huge component of power and overall body strength, and it really helps to build that back and to build that stabilization.